Okay. The map is Migration. You just saw it in German there. So this is the whole map from NC. Pretty sure about that. Let's go without the fog of war. So we have NC Pedro playing as the flank in the west here. He is Vikings and he is facing Optilaser here from RoR. He's playing as the Japanese. So those are two very strong civilizations. Maybe in the very beginning of feudal age, Japanese have an advantage in speed over Vikings. Also they save some wood in Dark Age. But later on Vikings should definitely have an advantage. Okay, on the other flank we have NC Andorin, or Andorin, English, German. Not sure how to pronounce it, against Babka playing as the Vikings. So here the Viking advantage is in favor of RoR, and Andorin's playing as Japanese, so that is perfectly mirrored. Then we have a Persian pocket for the Germans here, that would be Skittle. And here in purple we have also Persians, that's Geraldo. So this game couldn't be more balanced. Also looking at the map, this map is beautiful if you ask me. It's almost symmetrical. You have the typical little peninsulas on Migration that separate the players a little from each other, that create more distance between them, and those peninsulas are also a reason for different strategies. If you have more distance to travel, it might not pay off to go for a very fast feudal time, because by the time you arrive, and it takes a while for ships to sail to the enemy, they might be prepared for it already and have more villagers.
Yes.
In general, Persian pocket, they can sling the Viking, but they can also boom very fast with their town center bonus, of course, and get map control on the main island. We have a rather big main island here. There's not too much water left on this map actually, so if this game lasts a bit longer, we don't see any clear battles in the beginning deciding the game for one team or another, then this main island will be very, very important. And yeah, the land is just so big, you can't really use your navy to help in any battles. Okay, I think I'll follow the Viking players a little. So that would be Babka here. He's on population 15, getting up to 16 now. First dock in the back. Alright, so he wants to be safe, is not really going for an aggressive strategy by the look. And on the other side we have Pedro playing as the Vikings. Sorry for the background noises, that's just cars passing by. So Pedro, let's find his dock. That's more to the side. Can't really argue if it's aggressive or defensive. We'll have to see. He is somewhat open here towards his enemy. The fishing ships are in a straight line to the enemy island, so it is a bit risky, not super safe here. Okay, then maybe check the pocket players. Then there's Geraldo. Dog in the back. Looks normal. Many on wood, but that is expected.
Yes.
Second dog also from pockets you kind of expect a 2-dog build order, getting out many fishing ships to be able either to sling. They could sling a flank player to go up to Castle Age soon, Or on the other hand, they could use the food from the fishing to go up to castle themselves rather fast. Let's just compare that to Skittle. There is 2 dogs as well on 2 different sides. I think that might be a little more efficient than 2 dogs here. Oh, Geraldo is housed, building a house here, so losing a few seconds in Dark Age, that is never something you want in your build order. A good Dark Age, or also a bad Dark Age, can really cost you the game. Okay, then we have Andorin with a forward dog. And as you can see here, this peninsula is not connected, so ships can actually pass by. This little island here got cut off, English, and now that allows for some early action here on the very right hand side of the map. Yeah, they're discussing the scores here in the chat. Gonna go to Andorin because he looks like as if he wants to go aggressive. Went up with population 27. He's up by 65%. Let's compare that to Babka. Babka is still in the Dark Age, has not clicked up, so Andorin has a major advantage in this one. Third dog coming up for Optilaser on the other flank here in the west of the map. Geraldo asking, you need a sling or can you die on your own? That's a good question. I remember especially Pedro performing really well on Migration. I think it's one of his favorite maps. If I remember correct, he chose Migration as a home map in, well, was it the Steel Series, Best of 5 or some other event? Okay. Andorin, as expected, going aggressive, not losing any time there. Maybe check his point of view. Okay, he has not scouted the enemy yet, but he found the gold. That is unfortunate for Babka. The gold is really close to the shore. Galleys. Even in Feudal Age, without fletching, can reach the villagers. He's trying to throw up a tower. Why is he microing this villager so much? He's still on 30 HP. Should care more about this woman here. Okay, but the tower is up. And it reaches until here, so that is nice for Babka. Enemy galleys cannot hit the wood anymore. Another galley surrounding the island and jackpot. That's the fishing ships. Sighted 2 galleys so far. 1-on-1. Who's leading? Andorin could take the fight. He was leading by 1 shot. Oh, another dog coming up. Does he see it? Yes, he saw it. Getting the villager, distracting his enemy here, and the villager dies. So, 1 villager down and the dog is denied. So, this looks like a big advantage for Andorin. It's 4 ships against 5, so he has the upper hand, and Babka calls it GG. Yeah, it is looking bad for red here. Let's check the other flank. That would be Pedro.
Yes.
Okay, the blacksmith it is already up. Yeah, forced some villagers away here from this lumber camp. He cannot reach the gold yet. And here comes Optilaser with sorry, is it 5 or 6? 6 galleys in total. Pedro has 7. He just needs to make sure this injured kind of should be injured. This galley on low HP won't be targeted. So rather a stalemate with a slight advantage here for Pedro. And he's on population 56 against population 57, so that is rather equal. And here comes the sling. 500 food, and Pedro is up to 750 food already. Here comes another chunk of food, 37, and it's enough to click up to Castle Age. Look at that, 7 minutes and 30-ish seconds on migration to go up to Castle as a flank. That is awesome for Pedro here. 1 villager, and where... oh, this was a mistake here. Come on, Pedro, get this villa. Oh no, look at that, the navy's coming in. 2 galleys down. Good fight here for Optilaser. And Pedro should not waste his navy here now that he clicked up already. Let's check Optilaser. Same thing here, I guess. He must have received a sling. Oh, look at that. Still 1,400 food in the bank. So Geraldo must be slinging big time. Yeah, and Babka is up to the Castle Age, so it looks like Geraldo is having a very good start, providing for a massive sling here to both flanks. Okay, Castle Age for both players now. Let's see what Underin is doing. Yeah, Underin, as expected, cleared the water completely here against Babka and is going for Geraldo's fishing ships now, so that will hurt the sling here for the rulers of Rome massively. Some fishing ships left. Underin will scout the enemy island now, looking for villagers to kill, or maybe more docks, fishing ships. Okay, war galley upgrade done for Optilaser. He's on a nice score, 2000, almost 500. Only Skittle for the German team is on such a high score. And it looks like Skittle is busy getting map control here on the main island. Looking at Geraldo, he has only 4 villagers here with a lumber camp and, well, a blacksmith. So Skittle is way ahead here, getting a second stable, first night out, and I'm pretty sure he'll start scouting and, yeah, eventually raiding the main island. Big navy battle now. Pedro destroying Optilaser's navy here. Yeah. They're calling GG Island. He's probably referring to his home island here. Yeah, big win here for Pedro now. Babka made it on the main island. Got 2 town centers already. But that's mainly economy. He has 1 monk at least, because he has something garrisoned in here. Let's quickly check. That's, yeah, 2 monks, alright, so He knows what's gonna happen. He is expecting the knights from Skittle here. Oh god. 40 idols. Yeah, now in Castle Age with the galley upgrade and Botkin Arrow Research, they have 6+2 range, so they can reach most villagers here on the island. The gold and wood here from earlier, that was still out of reach, is now obviously not an option anymore. And yeah, he was not joking, he has dozens of idle villagers. And he is not on the main island. Okay, Optilaser is doing coinage. Slinging now or what? They're slinging back and forth. Okay, castle on the main island for Bobcar. Can it defend the gold though? Anyway, it defends definitely the stone and some forests here. Here come the knights from Skittle. Doing their job. There's more waiting. Another town center coming up for Geraldo. So he got his first one there. Second one rather towards the center. I guess he wants to get control over at least this gold. So make this area as safe as possible. And there's the reinforcements from Skittle. 2 monks, but Skittle saw it. He's on them immediately. Got 1 conversion, that's good. 2 more monks coming out, now having more distance. 1 conversion. 2 conversions. Okay, so that's 3 knights in total with the town center fire and fletching researched. That is something at least. So this TC will live for now. Castle coming up. Skittle does not see it because knights have such a small line of sight, but nah, anyway, they called GG. Already? Or were they just joking?
Yes.
And they just noticed it's streamed live, so they should be careful what they're saying here. They don't want to offend anyone. GG. Yeah, they called it. Just waiting for the last player. Yeah, very strong play from the new chapter clan here. Let's take a look at the achievements. Just minimize that. Okay. 55 units killed, only 19 lost for Pedro. Yeah, might be just the Vikings bonus. I can't really tell. Didn't see any big mistakes from Optilaser actually. He held on well. And yeah, let's compare the sling. Geraldo was able to sling 1,800 resources, and Skittle slang only 900 resources. So that allowed him to build more on the main island, get out more knights out of 2 castles. Yeah, very smart player. Smaller sling, only half really, but had a nicer effect. Very well played. Let's go back.